Hello and welcome to So Awkward. I'm Rachel.
I'm Brooke. And today we are going to be working on something quite fun. Have you ever found yourself outside
Yes,
in a chair,
often.
reading a book? Where do you put that book?
I don't know.
You put it on the ground, and then it becomes ruined. Gets wet,
Sandy, dirty,
buggy,
gross.
disgusting. So today we are going to make a chair caddy
By Crafty Chica.
to store your books,
Drinks,
snacks,
glasses.
and perhaps something secret. So join us today on So Awkward.
Guess what, folks?
What?
When you're at the fabric store, double check that you bought the right amount of fabric.
No.
I did not, and Brooke saved my butt.
I had some boutique. That's going to work well with hers. Here's what you do is you always buy more than what you need.
Yes, I should have bought more than what I needed, but I didn't at the time.
Because then you'll always have scraps.
Hey, Brooke, how are you folding it?
Should have asked me if you were. Double hem
On the top of
on
your
the
piece?
top of my pocket of my birdie.
Did you fold it down like ½ inch or ½ inch or what?
I would say it's about a ½ inch and then it becomes a ½ inch total. So a ½ inch, just whatever kind of naturally folded
Nice.
and what's easy to do.
Natural.
We need to hire somebody to just be our seam ripper. I don't understand.
Okay, undo what you're doing right now.
But you know what?
What?
If I did this right, or if I did this...
Well, let me read the instructions.
I can't read the instructions. You gotta flip it over.
I felt like my pocket needs to have a pocket baby. So...
Pocket baby.
a pocket baby. So I made this little piece. I eyeballed it. I didn't measure it. I just sewed 3 sides, turned it inside out, did a seam across the top, and then sewed it to my other pocket on the 2 side seams. And the bottom is going to get sewn into the seam when I sew the whole thing together. So that's going to be nice to have for my cell phone. What about you, Brooke? Are you doing that?
I am, but I'm doing a second pocket because my first pocket is too small.
Yeah, your
It's
phone's
too
not going
small.
to fit in there
It
even.
won't fit in there when I eventually sew it onto the thingy. So now
Oops.
I have this cool, like,
That could
maybe
be for pens.
yeah, I should sew this somewhere else.
Yeah, on the inside maybe. Before you sew your other pocket on?
Oh, so like
Like a secret pocket.
what if I do? Yes.
Okay, so right now I have one pocket attached to my main panel and a little pocket. And all of this is open here at the bottom because it's going to all get sewn in when I sew it together. And so now I'm going to attach my other big pocket to the bottom. And I'm going to have the flaps facing each other. And then I'm just sewing barely along the edge just to keep it in place so it doesn't shift around when we sew the back of our panel.
So when you put your 2 pieces together, where are you going to put your hole to flip it inside out?
Probably the bottom edge of probably this bottom edge over here.
One of the pockets?
Yeah. And then you top stitch around.
Okay. Thanks for the update. Now I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay, we are measuring where the Velcro needs to go. And Brooke's chair here has a rounded arm. So we're gonna have to put the Velcro a little bit lower so it fits on here, but also it would fit on a regular camping chair. So
I'm going to go right below the line.
yeah, I would put your Velcro like right there under your pocket. We have to sew the Velcro to the back piece of
Yeah.
our pockets.
So this is just for measuring right now.
So we're just measuring it right now, but it's gonna have to go onto the back layer. And then here I have mine set out with my Velcro. I just have it here for measuring, but it goes on the back piece of your work. Otherwise, otherwise you don't want it on this piece because then it would be on the inside. It's that time of the month for our monthly tip. Just the tip. Have you ever had problems lining up your Velcro?
Always.
So, my suggestion is line up your Velcro where you want it and sew down the first strip. Then take the other half of your Velcro and lay it down on there. Flip your fabric over to match it up. Then peel up a little bit on your Velcro. Gently unstick your Velcro. Line it up, straighten it again. Then, to keep it from shifting around, put in a couple pins, which you know we don't like to do pins, but in this instance, we can't use a clip. That way, it won't shift around on you when you are sewing it. And then you sew it down.
Update. It's time to sandwich. I have my Velcro strips in place, and we've added an extra piece on the bottom for extra stability. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this on top, matching as best as possible the edges. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam all the way around, probably a little tighter seam. And I'm going to leave, how much gap did you leave? The whole thing?
Oh, sorry. I left,
The whole bottom?
no, just like 6 inches.
That might be a little tough to get that through.
6 inches.
6 inches. I'm going to leave about 6-7 inches on the bottom to birth my sandwich. Let's see how I do.
Guess what time it is?
It's time to birth the babies. And I have a bigger hole than Rachel does, so we shall see who finishes first. Ready, set, go.
It's a lot skinnier than I thought it would be.
What the heck? Just got a little manipulation to do.
What did I do?
What did you do?
What the heck?
This going
I don't know what happened. It's stuck somewhere.
What the?
Oh, I know.
Oh, that goes on the other side.
I got it now.
Okay.
It's still a little wonky. Oh,
It's
I
gonna
gotta
be
get the
wonky 'cause of
corners.
There you go. That's better. Woo! Crisis averted.
Oh, and I did it again here.
Oh, I gotta flip this guy around.
Ooh, I could win.
No, I helped you.
Yay! Let's get them on our chairs.
Wah. Oh. Like oven mitts. Maybe that's what we should do one time.
Otters.
Seal.
Seal.
This would be. Wait, give me your other. Give me this hand. This would be otter.
We're waste not, want not here at So Awkward. My chair has this little armrest cover and it's ugly. So I'm making one to match my new Caddy for the other arm. And I'm going to harvest the Velcro from the original cover for my new cover. So all it is just sewn right on. I just need to seam rip it off.
Seam ripper, seam ripper.
I have no idea how many layers that is, but there's a piece of Velcro in there too.
This month's plant of the month is the cissus, or commonly called the grape ivy. And that would be up here. Grape ivy is pretty much what it is. It's an ivy. It's gonna hang, it's gonna crawl, it's gonna creep, and it's gonna fill and flow. Really pretty easy to care for. Moderate light. You can hang it, you can prop it up. It's just gonna fill out and just be lush and gorgeous. It's probably my favorite houseplant. Just for some reason, I just really like the look of the leaves and how it grows. I had one for many years and it bit the dust because it got a bug. My fault. And this one's doing pretty well, my new one. So it's kind of got two arms. So that would be cissus, grape ivy. We're done! Yay, we actually made something successful.
Without too much seam ripping.
With some seam ripping and a couple of frustration words and pounding from me. But that's just because I need lunch.
Well, part of it is we kind of stopped reading the directions on the pattern and just went off on our own and did it how we thought it should be done.
Yeah, the pattern's only good for dimensions.
Yeah.
And then you just do it yourself. It's the pattern is more of an idea.
I would say so.
Than an actual follow, because it was too confusing what she was saying. There was no picture. Well, there was pictures.
There was pictures,
but the pictures were not very good to show what she was doing. It was very weird.
Yeah.
So show yours.
So mine has a little pocket and a bigger pocket, and on the other side there's another big pocket on the inside. And I put a little piece of Velcro here so that it just doesn't flap too much, gives it some stability. And I did this little arm cover over on this side just to match.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually did it in the lighter blue versus the unicorns, because then it wouldn't have matched. Yeah, and I have the big pocket on the outside, and I fussy cutted, which means I centered the bird into the center. And on the other side, I have a big pocket. Boy, this doesn't support the weight of a big book very well. But on the inside, I put a secret pocket for a phone on a separate pocket, so that's just really easy and convenient to grab onto. Probably not very sturdy to hold this big honkin' book, but for your couple little books.
For your little book, it's perfect.
And a little bag of snacks or whatever you
want. Ooh, snacks! Why didn't we think of that?
Because we're going to get food soon.
All right.
On the other side, I think I want to make a smaller one just for a water bottle. So,
how many fat quarters would you give this?
I would give the idea 5. Yeah, I think every chair, maybe I should make them. Go back and get more fabric and make one for every chair.
You can even make them for like your recliner or your couch. It's perfect. And then she suggested, instead of Velcro, you put like puffy paint so that it has a little bit of grip, and then that's how you get it to stick over upholstery.
You could even put some on this too, and it would grip a little bit on this, but being out in the sun, I wonder if that would melt a little bit. So I
have a little piece of Velcro. Our Velcro is right here, so that it hangs onto the chair and isn't sliding around.
And this isn't my normal camping chair. I can't find my camping chair because my garage is a mess. But this should fit most chairs. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And until next time, don't forget to be so awkward. Bye.